Hey guys, it's me David, and I promise this video, it looks like an update video, it kinda is, but I promise this video will be entertaining in some type of way. I know you guys don't like update videos, or at least some of you don't like update videos, so if you are willing enough to click this video right now, I'm telling you, there's some cool stuff I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so getting into it, first off I want to tell you that this video is in 4K, so if you have a device that can play 4K, by all means hit the quality button. I don't know what side it's on, but hit the quality button and see what maximum resolution you can watch it at. Usually on smartphones or iPads you can get up to 1440p, and if you have a 4K monitor or a 5K monitor, like a 5K iMac or something like that, or one of the older iMacs actually even go up to, I believe, probably 1440p as well. But anyhow, if you have any type of computer that can go up to 4K or device that can go up to 4K, then by all means click the button and see what true 4K looks like. This 4K video, this entire video, is actually being shot on an iPhone 7 Plus. I just got it and I wanted to see, I've never made a YouTube video. This is my first YouTube video ever on an iPhone. So I wanted to make a video like that and first show you guys that first off, you don't need to spend, yes, this iPhone is expensive, but if you do like a 2-year contract, it's like 40 bucks a month. Well, no, that's a real high-end version. I think it's like 30 bucks a month, which isn't that bad. And considering, this quality I think is pretty good, and I want to hear what you guys say about this 4K quality. A lot of people think, oh, I need a giant, a lot of gear, and that may be true when you get like higher into YouTube, but in terms of starting videos off and like, your first couple hundred subscribers, I think an iPhone camera will do just fine. So I really want to just point that out. So yeah, this video's in 4K, thought that was cool. Let's move on. So what I was doing here earlier is I was taking some pictures. I wanted to see what all of the minifigs for you figures look like together. Now, something I realized when I put them all together is I have passed the 100 mark in terms of making minifigures. I have made 120 plus custom Lego minifigures. Now, for those of you who don't know, you might be new to my channel. Say you subscribed in the last couple months. I have a YouTube channel, a website. It's called minifigsforyou.com, and I basically make custom Lego minifigures. They're all custom printed, custom designed, individually designed. So like here's Bad Batch from the Clone Wars episodes that never truly got made. Delta Squad, Commander Cody, Bly, a bunch of awesome superheroes, Arrow, Flash, even Captain Cold. Winter Soldier, Captain America, and then you got some Destiny figures, some Halo 5 Spartans, Cortana, based off Halo 4. Before the Force Awakens sets came out, I made a custom Finn and Rey. Those were used for the Star Wars Force Awakens stop motion trailer in Lego. That's a bit of a mouthful. And then these are the most recent figures I made. And I had made a video back, I believe, what was it, July? No, it was in August. I was talking about the Galactic Marines. I think all of them, but I didn't talk about this one, I believe. This is the ATRT Trooper. This guy's awesome. But these are the newest ones. And over here, anybody who's been following my channel or my Minifigs For You website for a very long time should be able to recognize these are what started it all, everybody, okay? There's one figure missing here. There's 4 original Minifigs For You figures, and they weren't actually called Minifigs For You figures at the time. They were called Star Corps Premium Customs. That's what I called them back. I think these were made back in December of 2011. That was almost 5 years ago. But anyhow, these figures basically started all that. These were the very first custom printed figures I got made. They actually were made by, I believe, Clone Army Customs. I got him to print them for me. And then I went on to finding other manufacturers, and then I actually went on to printing them myself over the coming years. But yeah, just seeing all these minifigures is super awesome. Like I said, there's over 100 minifigures here. I counted up. I think there's about exactly, I think it's 112 minifigures. This is not all of them. There's a couple that's missing. Like I had the cheaper versions of Blitz, like where I wouldn't print on the arms. Just a lot of different variations. Most of the key minifigures are here as you see them. But yeah, so Really awesome. If you want to see all these minifigures like individually one by one, they're all, I believe, basically cataloged on my website, Minifix for You. So you're welcome to click that link down below and check that out. All right, but yeah, no, just seeing all this is super awesome. I can't believe that I have passed the 100 mark in terms of making custom minifigures. I started Minifix for You in 2012, and it'll actually be 5 years in March of next year. Which is coming up a lot faster than that sounds. It's only like 5 months from now. So yeah, I can't believe we're almost at 5 years. That's just unbelievable. But yeah, so that's really cool. And then I'm sure some of you key eyes may have noticed this. So these are some first order stormtroopers I got in. Trust me, I have a lot more than these. I have been slowly accumulating more of them over the last year since The Force Awakens came out. I am slowly building an army, not going to hide it. I am building an army of these guys. And when I'm ready, I'll make an army video. Because I believe that battle pack video where I just, showed opening like 20 battle packs, I think it got to 1 million views. And I was like really shocked that a video like that got to 1 million views. But yeah, whatever. Not complaining. But you'll also notice what's with all the mess around here. Woohoo, what's all this stuff? So I'm actually working on a stop motion, and that's what all these pieces are for, is working on building some sets. That stop motion actually should be done in about 2 to 3 weeks from this video date. So if you're watching this video after that, check the channel. You might find a stop motion. I don't want to go into too much detail about what it's about. I'll flip the camera around. I don't want to go into detail of what exactly it's about. I want it to be like a really big surprise for you guys. But leading into future videos, because I'm working on a stop motion, I have some good news. Every Friday and Saturday from here on out until January, every Friday or Saturday, so that means the next 8 weeks, we'll have a video come out, either Friday or Saturday. Not a video Friday and Saturday, could happen, but I am promising you guys from here on out until January, there will be at least one video on Friday or Saturday each week until January. You can hold me to that. So new video every Friday or Saturday. And I'll be posting that all over like Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, just to make sure everybody knows that. No, so some of the videos I'll be talking about is what's the next mock going to be? That's probably the biggest question you guys have been asking me, is what is the next mock after Kashyyyk? And I've really been thinking about it quite hard, and I still actually haven't made a decision. I've created some designs and stuff like that of things I wanted to do. I'm really aiming to do something that's my own design. That isn't... Kashyyyk obviously was based off the Wookiee forts and all that stuff, the beach design. I'm really leaning towards a world where I can build something of my own. Really just have complete creative freedom, but set in the Star Wars universe. That's what I'm kind of leaning towards. We'll see where that goes. Now, over here, I recently went to New York Comic Con, and I picked up some awesome posters. I think, yeah, this is the guy that made them, if you guys want to check him out. That's his website. He was super cool. He makes all kinds of Star Wars posters. Like this one, he does all of his art himself. Like this one was awesome. This one's like sweet. This is all of the Clone Troopers in Battle of Umbara. It's by far one of my favorite Clone Wars arcs. I'm sure it's a lot of your guys' favorites as well. Captain Rex, he got Apo, Fives, and he even names them right here. Hawk, Jesse, Dogma. He signs all of his posters too. It's super awesome guy. He also has like posters for like Commander Doom's Legion, Cody's Legion, the 212th Legion. So awesome. And then here's the other one I got. It's the variants of the First Order Troopers. So we have the Snow variant, the Storm Trooper variant, and the Flame Trooper variant. Super, super awesome. And then I'm a big Legend of Korra fan. Don't judge, but I had to get a poster of that as well. Okay, so I think I've already shown all this stuff in here in the apartment video, so I won't go into that. I do want to talk about over here. This is a mock. You can't really honestly see it. I had posted a teaser, I believe on Facebook, I think it was, months ago. Literally back in January. I had started making the Hux. When he was making a speech to all the stormtroopers and basically entire First Order, his Hitler-esque speech, I was building that whole like area where that whole stand or whatever base. I was building all of that, or at least started to. So that's what's going on with that. Coming over into here, it's a little bit more echo in here. Pretty cool. So I have 3 4K devices now to make 4K videos. Now, every video I make now is 1080p, but occasionally I'm going to start making some more 4K content. So I've already been using this. I used this on the Clone Army video last year. This is a fantastic camcorder. The 4K quality, like 1080p quality, is fantastic out of this camcorder. The 4K quality is okay. I actually think the iPhone can do a little bit of a better job because the 4K on here has a little bit of graininess compared to the iPhone from what my tests are. And then this baby. This is my new King of the Hill. All videos now will be filmed on this camera, the 5D Mark IV. It's a fantastic full frame Canon DSLR. This is way overpriced for a lot of you. This is a much better choice if you're getting into YouTube videos before you get into something like this. This is a photographer's camera more than it is a videographer or video blogger camera. I would actually, Canon has honestly the Rebel series is much cheaper than this camera. As well as the 80D, I think is a fantastic camera. I've been able to use that over the last couple of weeks. That's a really awesome camera as well. But this is a very expensive camera that a lot of you will never probably purchase. Even if you had the money, I would suggest, and if you were like full on like YouTube, I would point you elsewhere because I take a lot of photos and that's why I have this camera, and it does video just as well as it takes photos. That is the reason. So if you guys know how expensive this camera is, it's not just for YouTube, it's for other things I do. I am a film student in college, so this is my film camera. Doesn't actually have film, it's digital. But yeah. All right, some other things I want to point out over here next to my wonderful recycling bin. I got some new art. I still need to hang this up. The Stormtroopers and the Darth Vader versus Luke. I don't know if I'm going to hang that up in here or not, or whether I'm going to hang it out in my hallway over there. Over here, I think I've showed this before, but in my apartment video, but I'll just quickly go over what's new. I got these speakers. These are the best speakers. If you do video editing, these things, you can get a pair of these for $260. And I know it sounds a little expensive for speakers, but I'm telling you, these speakers, these JBLs, oh my God, they are the best thing in the world. Now to actually use them, they're XLR speakers, meaning they use an XLR port. You actually have to have one of these. This is called a DAC. You have to plug both speakers into this DAC, and then you run a USB cable to whatever computer you're using. And it doesn't have to be some fancy computer. You can honestly put it in some low-grade laptop, and it'll work just fine. But I'm telling you, these speakers, they are a fantastic deal. Cheapest you can get them, that $260 bundle, is on Amazon. That is where you can get such a good deal on them. Seriously, these are fantastic speakers for video editing. Any video editor, I don't care what you do, these are speakers that is a must-have. They are such a good deal for the quality that you get out of them. And this DACs can be up to $100. I got this for $40 on eBay. This Behringer, I think that's how you say it. So yeah, that's like, I know $300 for speakers sounds expensive, but I'm telling you guys, these things will knock your socks off. I watched Star Wars on these things. The bass and the highs are unbelievable, okay? Like seriously, these speakers are really, really, really awesome. I don't know how much I can emphasize on the really. I also want to note, if anybody who follows me on Instagram, I had the PlayStation VR. I actually ended up returning it. The reason why I bought the PlayStation VR was because of, I think you may have noticed this earlier in the video, I have Star Wars Battlefront for PS4. I actually just bought this like a couple weeks ago. First seat fell on my feet. Oh well. I bought the PlayStation VR specifically for the VR mission in Star Wars. I know it's a very short mission and that's not what you should just buy VR for, but that's what my intentions were. And I got the PlayStation VR and it's awesome. Loved it. It was so cool. I brought all of my friends, family over to my apartment. Everybody tried it out. Everybody loved it. They thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. But it's not something you need. And I was like, it's $500 for like the bundle with the camera and controllers and the headset. That's a lot of money. And I was like, do I really need to spend $500 on something that's basically something I'll probably use every now and again, and it's not really necessary, and I'm more of an Xbox person anyways. So I ended up returning it, and I'm just going to use that $500 basically on the next mock, as well as some other things for the YouTube channel, some more gear. That $500 can be easily used elsewhere. So, you know, just a wise word of wisdom to everybody out there, that consider what you buy. Do you really need it? That's a great question. I know it's kind of common knowledge, but you know, I know I have a lot of friends that will literally do that impulse type of buying, where they'll be like, I want it, I want it, I want it. I was like, think about it. Do you really need it? Can it actually help you with whatever you're going to use it for? So that's why I ended up returning it. It is awesome though. If you have $500 to spare, even though I would tell you to spend that like on some 4K camcorder, you could buy that camcorder over there, I think for around $600. So I would definitely recommend to buy that over a PlayStation VR. But yeah, so I ended up returning it. Woohoo. That money can be used elsewhere for this YouTube channel. I was actually going to make a YouTube video of the PlayStation VR Star Wars Battlefront with Javier. That was actually a YouTube video I was planning, and I talked to Javier, and we both agreed probably we weren't sure whether that would be an interesting video or not. All right, so one last thing to end this video. We're going to cut out to something I just got, and I think you guys are going to be really excited for what it's going to be used for. So let's cut to something right now. All right, so, whoa, magic of editing. Guys, we're in my new garage that I actually am sharing storage with my brother, so it's like half and half, kind of. So yeah, let's kind of back up. This is kind of it. That's some of my furniture that I don't have room in my apartment for. These tables down here were all used in my original Lego room, like literally 7 years ago. I still have them. Maybe I'll use them again one day when I don't know, maybe one day for something. And then actually right here, this stuff you're seeing here, this is Kashyyyk. Literally, like there's that ramp in the back, or not the ramp, but the arrows on, that is that part right there. And then some of the sets, like the ATT, the turbo tanks, they're all squeezed into here. This is the aftermath of Kashyyyk, and I know a lot of you guys are still like, David, where's Kashyyyk? Moving Kashyyyk Part 2, and that will be a video within the next 8 weeks. I will finish up what happened to Kashyyyk. What is the fate of Kashyyyk? All of that will be summed up in a different video that is coming soon. And then actually some more of Kashyyyk is right here as well. You know, it's all just squeezed in here. All the beach and all that stuff. It's all right here actually. This is all Lego. There's my Millennium Falcon box, and then this box right here is a Lego set that's still in the brown box. These right here are still like brand new Lego sets. I think you guys saw these in the background of where I used to live, on the shelves. Some of you guys may be able to recognize that. That all ended up in here. But what I really want to show is this right here. Anybody who recognizes that famous Killerspin thing should know what this table was used for. That was used for Kashyyyk, and it's right here. And as you'll see, there is plenty of room to put this table down in this garage. So, what I'm saying is that this garage is like literally about it's a 50-50 chance. Well, it's probably higher than that. But you're looking at probably the future site of the next big mock, and hopefully it should be built on this table right here. Now I'm not sure whether I want to do another full-size ping pong table mock, because that's the size of Kashyyyk. It was an entire full size. It was this side as well as the other side folded down. That's a very big mock. I'm not sure if I want to do that again. And by the way, the next mock will be sectional, meaning I will be able to take it apart and transport it places. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did with Kashyyyk. You will understand in Moving Kashyyyk Part 2. Lots and lots of stress came out of moving Kashyyyk. But yeah, so as you'll see, I have plenty of room in this garage to build. Now this garage is actually literally like right across from my apartment. So basically I just go from my apartment into this garage to start building. And also you'll notice this garage had a big echo to it at the beginning when I first got it. But once I put all these moving boxes and stuff like that in here, the echo honestly isn't that bad. I mean, you guys are hearing it right now. Yeah, so this ping pong table, this is probably the table that I'll build another mock on. I think what I might do, and what I'm leaning towards of thinking of doing, is I'll just put one side of the ping pong table down. You know, just flip one side, not the whole thing. And then we can just build something off that. I think that should be good. Because look how much room. That's half the size of the ping pong table. That is huge, okay? I think that's plenty of room for the next mock. I don't think we need to do another ping pong table size mock. But yeah, so there's great lighting in here. I think this is a great place. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Is this a good garage, you know, to build some stuff? I know some of the coolest mocks ever made, Star Wars mocks at least, have been made in a garage. Like, for example, the giant Hoth mock, that was made in a garage. So, it's like meant to be. Alright, well that's about it, guys. That's what I wanted to show you. I got a new garage space. I wanted to show you the minifig figures. I wanted to show you what the iPhone 7's 4K camera ability is like, as well as updating you on a couple other things. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was basically an update video. There's a new account called @minifigsforyou, and the original Instagram account that I've been having for the last year or so is called @solid_Brix. So both of the links to those new Instagram accounts are linked directly below. I highly suggest following both because those things I constantly update with, and those things are both linked to 2 Facebook pages. So if you follow me on Facebook as well, you'll get those updates through that. Alright, that's it. That's enough of me rambling about social media. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, new videos are coming out every week from here on out until January. After January, I'll let you know what the schedule is from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.